healthcare sector is confronted with a myriad of challenges, and the statistics paint a grim picture. On an average, 20,000 Nigerians travel abroad annually to seek medical assistance in search of the best treatment. This of course comes with a huge cost to the government. A whopping $1 billion or even more is what the country loses annually to medical tourism. This gap in the healthcare sector has risen due to different factors, from low government spending on healthcare to poor maintenance culture, as well as high setup costs associated with healthcare infrastructure. But what if I told you that without leaving Nigeria, you can still get access to quality healthcare? Join me as we journey together to explore a medical startup, removing all the hassles related to healthcare provision in Nigeria. Hello and welcome to the program. I am Abisola Adebayo.
With Doctora, a doctor can easily book a place to use in any of our locations and see the patients whenever they need to see the patients at these locations. What this does is it allows foreign-based professionals and the ones that are based in Nigeria also move around within the country to deliver services. My name is Debo Odulano. I'm a medical doctor. I'm also the founder and CEO at Doctora Health Limited.
On the Global Healthcare Index, Nigeria's healthcare ranks one of the 5 worst in the world, resulting in the migration of health workers to other countries with better living and working conditions. Approximately 40,000 of the 75,000 registered Nigerian health practitioners now work overseas. It was one of the several loopholes in the sector that spurred Debo Odulano to action after years of study abroad. Although he had plans to pursue a career as a neonatal surgeon, he soon changed his mind to do other impactful work addressing the challenges of inefficient healthcare facilities.
I worked in the system, and the honest truth is, while I worked in the system, my goals were to become a neonatal surgeon. One of the foremost neonatal surgeons in the world right now is a Nigerian, but he's based in US. In fact, he's the chief of surgery at the hospital where he works. Now that got me thinking, I can't train to be a neonatal surgeon in Nigeria because the facilities are not efficient. We don't have a lot of senior talent to train the younger talent. The residency programs are too cumbersome. And if I decide to go to the private sector, then I probably wouldn't do a lot of cases because a lot of people cannot afford. If I set up my own center, I would need to spend a lot of money, potentially take loans, which are very difficult to get. Nationally, there's a huge problem with medical tourism and capital flight due to people who have to travel abroad for treatments that are not available or easily accessed in Nigeria. So I'll give an example. Things like kidney transplant surgeries can be done in the country. I've worked in the center where we've done the highest number of kidney transplant surgeries, 169. And that center is in Lagos. Still looking for more people to help with these surgeries. But people believe that you cannot trust the Nigerian system. You can't trust Nigerian doctors. They are going to forget one instrument inside your stomach during the surgery or inside your abdomen. They will leave this one inside. All those kind of little nuances are affecting our perception of the system. And we know fully well that these doctors, when they leave the country, they perform really well. So why then are we not able to get the best out of them in the country? So the whole thing really has affected Nigerian doctors significantly, and we're not able to achieve the maximum of our potentials because the system and the infrastructure available isn't giving us the best. Because of all this, I decided, how can I create a system that would enable all the healthcare professionals who are trying to achieve their personal goals do this easily. You know, as a doctor, I want to start my own private practice. I want to start earning money from my own clients that are looking for me. I should be able to rent a few facilities in different locations that meet my needs to see my patients. And that's what really led to Doctora.
Doctora's mode of operation is quite simple and easy. It provides fully serviced medical facilities to healthcare professionals and serves as an online marketplace that links patients to doctors within the network.
With Doctora, a doctor can easily book a place to use in any of our locations and see the patients whenever they need to see the patients at these locations. What this does is it allows foreign-based professionals and the ones that are based in Nigeria also move around within the country to deliver services. Now you can imagine that a neurosurgeon who is so amazing, that is Nigerian but is based in US and has plans to come to Nigeria for 2 months. And while he's here, his skills would really benefit a lot of people who need those surgeries. One of the major concerns that sort of neurosurgeon would have is that where am I going to practice? Where am I going to find the right type of facilities that are needed for my services? And that's where Dr. Ali comes in, because he can go search for clinics in the domain or the area that he wants to work at, search for theaters, search for admission booths, wards, get people in admitted to ICUs, just really understand what the entire landscape holds for him. We have a very standardized verification process where the professionals need to submit their credentials before they are accepted into our network. So they will need to submit a copy of their university certificates, they would need to submit an NYSC certificate if applicable, they would need to submit their medical license and a proof that they have paid for their registration for that year. Beyond that, they will submit a proof of identity. These documents help us to go back and forth with the medical council to verify that these people are active and they are doctors that we know. Right now, we have 187 doctors who have signed up. And I would say doctors broadly, but it goes beyond doctors because we have physiotherapists, we have dentists, we have fitness trainers, we have dietitians, we have yoga instructors. We have a host of health and wellness professionals who are eager to start their own private practice and start seeing patients and delivering value. We have 30 locations so far that are fully confirmed and working with us. 30 out of these 30 locations, only 3 belong to Doctora. And why we have done this is we felt we needed to have our own locations to really demonstrate the value that we are trying to create.
Odolano says the challenges he faced at the inception have been a learning curve and the company is fast improving and surmounting these challenges.
The thing about the doctors when they bring their clients in is that we are trying to please both the doctors and their clients, and it's been a very good journey understanding that both parties have different needs. And when we even look at our new prospective clients, for example, like the HMOs are trying to cut costs, the clients are trying to get the best experience, the doctors are trying to maximize the use of their time, the facilities are also trying to make sure that they leave a lasting memory with the patients and the patients can recommend other people to them. Yeah, it's difficult, but treating patients has been our paramount goal, and as we move forward now, we're trying to see how to focus more on the consumer side of the business.
Since its invention in 2016, Doctora has however been recording accelerating growth and success.
All the number of facilities we've been able to aggregate has been big achievements. We've also made some revenue, which has been also great. Last year, we got into the CC Hub incubation program. With that, we're able to raise some seed investment that has helped us propel a lot of things. We've also created an innovation consulting and management consulting team that has helped other hospitals to achieve their goals by utilizing our internal resources in terms of people and our knowledge of technology and hospital management to help them with their problems. Beyond that, I think one major achievement has been the fact that we've been able to get past that initial hurdle of people not understanding what we do. We now have a lot of trusted professionals and a lot of clients that trust us for their care, which is really good, and I feel it's a great achievement. Lastly, we were recently the winners of the Nigerian Economic Summit Startup Pitch, which gives a very great validation. Number one impact that we would love to really achieve is that we reinstall or reinstill rather better confidence and trust in the Nigerian healthcare system. By trying to do things by the book, by trying to be thorough, by trying to uphold our brand and visual goals in terms of working with integrity, making sure people can gain affordable access, providing discreet services, we feel we can help to re-engineer trust in the Nigerian healthcare sector.
It has found its way into 3 countries and hopes to expand to other African countries.
We are currently in 3 states, Lagos, we're in Oyo State, and then we are in the Federal Capital Territory. Recently, we've spoken to hospitals in 5 other states. We've also been getting a lot of interest from Ghana, as well as Kenya. So as far as Nigeria is concerned, our goal is to quickly ramp up our activity and penetrate those other states so that we can easily step out of the country and start looking at other countries on the African continent. So the goal is to consolidate this part of the business first. Our goal here is to be present in at least 30 Nigerian states and establish 1,000 private practices before the end of next year, right? Once we hit that goal, the next step would be how do we expand beyond Nigeria and how do we start to look at other areas of the supply chain where we can create impact.
As the Nigeria's health sector struggles to cater to the health needs of nearly 200 million people, especially in a time where the coronavirus pandemic is ravaging the world, an innovative technology startup like Doctora focusing on combating health challenges is precisely what the country needs in times like this. Evidently, Nigeria does not lack innovative minds. Let's now see another creative that's doing something amazing in another part of the country.
If I'm getting assistance from government, I can build it in large quantity that can be used for villages so that they can use it to transport food from the farm to the market. It took me 2 years to build this machine based on finance. The little I get, the little I work on it, and the little I get, the little I work on it. If I can get assistance, I can do it within 1 month. My name is Ismaila Surajo from Rubochi, Kuje Area Council, FCT Abuja.
Despite a stifling business environment, Nigeria's young population has somehow found a way to flourish and harness their potentials and innate abilities. One of such young individuals is 24-year-old Ismaila Surajo, who is a creative inventor from a little settlement in Rubochi community in Kuje Area Council of the Federal Capital Territory. Surajo has become quite a sensation in his community after building farm machineries using materials sourced from his environment.
I've made excavator, grader, train, bulldozer, dump truck, electronic voting machine, ship, robot, network service. I use condensed iron, tire, bolt and nut, cable, and uses fuel to power the engine. And the engine is the motorcycle engine I use.
Surajo built a locally made tractor, excavator, bulldozer, as well as other equipment that helps in transportation and sale of usable water, which sadly is a scarce resource in his community. His ability to create farm tools from the scratch is a natural gift that began from a very young age.
I started when I was in primary 1. I started with carton. I was my way back from the farm. My slippers caught. I don't have money to buy slippers. And I look for carton. And I measure my foot and construct slippers. Then the next day, we are going to the farm to pack groundnut. And I think I can't carry groundnut on my head. If I can get a pickup, it will be easy for me. And I look for a carton and construct a little pickup. And I make use of it to carry 1 model of groundnut from farm to house when I was small. Then, when I was in primary 1, and I said we should bring craft. Then I think on doing that pickup that I used to carry groundnut from the farm as a craft when I was in primary 1. Then I gave that pickup as a craft. Then I give us holiday. And I think, what next will I do? And I build a standing fan because I'm feeling heat. Make use of battery. Once I connect battery, the fan will now be blowing. From there, and I do another car, Jeep, the one that will be moving with carton. Then, and I use it for exhibition. When I win, and I think on using aluminium on when I was in JS1. And I started constructing them with aluminium, one by one. Anyone I look, I'll look at it. I'll first draw it on the ground before I'll construct it. Then when I enter senior secondary school, and I think of building a bigger one that can carry me, which is this truck. Then and I start from the carton to aluminium, then from aluminium to iron, which is this one. Like most of Mera, they normally use their energy to push truck. And I think if they can use a machine, it will be better, which is this one. It's used for selling water right now within the community. And also it can convert goods from farm to market.
This young inventor harnessed his entrepreneurial skills by identifying a need in his local community. He solved the problem of distance in sourcing for good, clean water by using one of his inventions, a local tractor, to transport water and sell to his community.
I've started making money on it by carrying farm products to marketing within local community, selling water within the community. We have water challenge problem in this community, and I think on building machine that will help the community for selling water. This is the machine that is used for selling water within the community to make it easier for the people. In my community, it's very difficult for people to get water. Before they can get the water, it's very far away. And I think on building machine that will transport the water for them and to also make it easier for the community. Now they are very happy. With the help of this machine, the water is easy for them. Once they need the water, they call me through my number. And I normally take the water to them, house to house.
Residents of the community say Surajo's services, which he renders through the machine he builds, has made life easier, and they are hoping it will go on a large scale one day.
Normally in this community, before we get someone that will supply water for us, then we go here and there. But since he has been produced this machine, now the problem of supplying of water has been reduced. So we need someone that will assist the boy, because in the community we are very, very appreciative and we are enjoying the boy handwork, most especially from our farm product. So he normally go and bring our farm product when we harvest, and before we get bike mobility that will bring down the farm product. So we used to suffer so very seriously. But now, in fact, we thank God. So we need assistance from the government or individual assistance that we make him to produce or to manufacture more this thing. So it's a very, very talented boy that we need to assist him so that at least we will upgrade the machine.
Unfortunately, the young fabrication enthusiast lacks financial support. Surajo says aid from the government and private individuals will enable him deepen his knowledge for higher outputs and this way contribute significantly to the nation.
If I'm getting assistance from government, I can build it in large quantity that can be used for villages so that they can use it to transport food from the farm to the market. It took me 2 years to build this machine based on finance. The little I get, the little I work on it, and the little I get, the little I work on it. If I can get assistance, I can do it within 1 month. I can do the bigger one that can be used for the construction of the road in the country. Yes, also I can make a train, a bigger one that can be used in our communities. I need financial support, and also I want to further my education to achieve my dream.
Among endless wires and scrap materials, Surajo's remarkable inventions are waiting to be improved on and exhibited to the world, where he dreams of building exceptional machines using local materials. This, he believes, will contribute significantly to Nigeria's economic development. You'll agree with me that innovators like Odunlano and Surajo will exhibit excellent entrepreneurial skills and not only a blessing to Nigeria, but also the nation's future. Anyways, this is where we draw the curtain on the program. I am Abisola Adebayo.